Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to It's a Driven. As you can see, I've got the Lincoln out here in the weeds. Hopefully tomorrow morning, it's been hot as Hades out here. I mean, I think it was 115, 12 degree heat index today. I think it's like 98 or something. So in the morning, I'm going to try to get up and get this Lincoln, get that intake off, see what needs to be done to it. I got a couple intakes sourced in case I need another intake. I have to replace that intake. So I think we're in good shape right there. So tomorrow morning, so maybe in a day or two, I'll have a video come out updating about the Lincoln. In the meantime, I thought I'd show you one of my favorite rides that I've got. Car that I've probably driven more than any of them. The kids have more memories in them than any of them. We get our Christmas tree in the wintertime. Every Christmas, we go pick out a live tree with this truck. I mean, just tons of memories. Awesome truck, gets lots of attention. People don't know what it is, so they're always looking at it. So, hold on a minute. I need to introduce y'all to part of the family. This is Duck, and that's Goose over there. Actually, that's Goose, and this is Duck. This is my little guard turkey. You come on this ground, this turkey will mess you up. You understand? You understand? Straight mess you up. Straight mess you up. My little guard turkey. Good job, little buddy. All right. All right, so let's get back to it. So, let me show y'all this thing. It's a 19. All right, so let's get back to it. What I have is a 1972 GMC Suburban, or carry-all, whatever you all want to call it, but typically everybody nowadays calls them Suburbans. When I originally bought this truck, it was restored back in the 90s, and it was done like it was restored back in the 90s. It had two-tone tweed interior, it was orange and white. It had this, you can actually see it through the primer. It had this lightning bolt kind of thing going on. It was orange on the bottom. It was bass boat paint on the top. It was really 90s, really nice. I'll pop up a before picture on here and show you. She did have a Cadillac taillights put in her. She had a Frenched in antenna. It actually had some molded speakers in here. So, like the speakers boxes over there, actually had molded in speaker boxes. Truck was done pretty decent. It was just really dated. It was really dated. So I took it, threw black primer all over it. I was going to just black it out and just leave it that way. There used to be a picture floating around of a Suburban similar to this that was all flat black, and I just loved it. It wasn't real low, and when I did mine, it didn't feel the same about it. So I started sanding through the primer. As you can tell in the younger years, this side got more sun. She's a little more patinaed over here. I've always thought about going back and making them match, but yeah, you know, I don't know which side I like better. I don't know if I like this side or the other side better. But maybe we'll do something in the future. I don't know. So I threw wheels on it. I airbagged it. Originally, I bagged the back and did a static on the front. Eventually, bagged both ends. I've upgraded the air system 2 or 3 times. I'm running 2 Viair compressors with a 5-gallon tank right now. Fills the tank up in like 45 seconds, which is what I really like. She had a little cow hood on her when I got her, which I kind of like. I'm not a big fan of cow hoods, but on here I like it. I've thought several times about swapping this grill out, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you. On this setup, the way she is, I think it looks good. I really like it. So I did redo the interior probably, let's go this side. It's probably been 3 years now. I redid the interior. Door's locked. I did everything myself except for the seats. And I had a good buddy of mine who's really good at upholstery. I had him do this design on the seat, and the front seat and the back seat, so they match. probably one of my favorite little designs that I've come across that I really like. It does have the buddy seat in it, but it has the Suburban or the Blazer seat in it. So originally the seats were a little bit different, because the original buddy seat, you would have this that folded down, and then you have another seat. So you have this that folded down, and then you had another thing that folded down here. This would fold up and actually lay back on the cab. Well, since there's no cab here, there's no way to do that. So these seats are a buddy seat, but they're just a little bit different. And see what I had, it's actually a buddy of mine, Matthew. Hope he don't mind me giving his name, but I had him actually sew the pattern on the armrest here, and then when he flip it up, I had him sew the pattern on the inside of it and make a cushion that matched it here as well. That way I could ride 5 or 6 people in this guy and put a kid up front, you know. So I had him sew the pattern on there too. So, and then the back seat, I just really like the way it turned out. So redid the headliner. I probably spent 3 months restoring this old truck. The interior, I spent 3 months on the interior. I used, man, I want to tell you, I think I used 20 something yards of material on this truck. Redoing the door panels, the seats, the dash pad, the glove box, instrument panel. The tailgate back here in the back is covered. The rear panels are covered. Redoing all of this, I used, I think it was 20 or 25 yards of material. So I covered everything. You know, I wanted to make it clean. I mean, I still haul garbage off in this thing, don't get me wrong. It's driven. Like the title says, it's driven. All my cars get driven. But just that headliner alone was quite a feat. Just to get that dude covered and up there and supported. And, but yeah, she's good. Actually, I found, it's actually a gold color. Actually, the accent color that I found, because I was trying to find something. The main thing I was trying to do on this interior, I didn't want to pull this paint off. I didn't want to repaint the inside. It's kind of neat, kind of different, and I didn't really want to redo the interior color. It's like a bass boat paint. I mean, it is, well, I need to put some light on it, but it is maroon with a silver metal flake, and a lot, I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a lot of metal flake on this interior, and it's a lot of interior. And so I just didn't want to strip it down. I didn't want to gut it that far. I didn't want to have to repaint all that. So I knew I wanted this interior color just because I love it. It looks nice and clean. It's either this or a darker color, and I just love it. And so I found this gold accent that kind of blends everything together. It kind of pulls it together. It's kind of there, not too much, you know, because I couldn't do maroon or black or any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it came together pretty good. Got some Riddler, I think they're 690s on them. I think that's what they're called. And I got them because this is only 5-spoke wheel. It doesn't have a lip right here. So yeah, she's dusty. You see that? I told you she's dirty. She's driven. So it makes that wheel look really deep, like in the back. It makes the wheel look deeper because you don't have that lip around it. It's a factory disc power brake, disc brake truck. It's a factory air, factory tilt wheel, factory rear air truck. We usually had a big block in it. I threw actually an RV 350 in a 4-bolt main 350, 400 transmission. It does everything it needs to. It sounds pretty good, and it definitely moves this truck good enough. Now in this truck, I do have the stock wheel wells in it. So the front probably could go a little bit lower. I could probably actually lay frame on the front. The back, I've got just a regular small C-notch in it. I don't think I want to go any bigger because I don't want to cut the floor. I would have to cut the floor. and kind of reconfigure all that. And I just don't really think I want to do that. I think I'm happy with the laid out stance that it's got. Yeah, of course they always look a little better laying frame, but I still want the bed space. I still haul things in this truck. I mean, if I've got to go pick up something big that it won't fit in anything else, I'll take this. And actually, before I redid the interior, I used to help people move in this truck. Like people needed to move, I'd grab the Suburban. We would load up, I mean, dressers in the back of it, mattresses, whatever. And this truck was used. It was, I mean, used forever. I put the interior in it. Been a little more cautious with it. You know, you want to take care of it. You put that kind of money in interior, you really want to, you know, you don't want to go up there and just tear it up, you know. So I've done a little less with it since I've done the interior, but like I said, I keep a little plastic mat. When I say it's plastic, I keep this in the back just so when I have to haul garbage or whatever off. I lay this out and I put the garbage on it. So if I got to haul something, you know, that keeps me from wrecking the carpet or dripping stuff on it. So, but yeah, there she is. I hope you like her. If you have any questions, throw it in the comments. I've had a lot of people ask me when I'm going to paint it, or what color I'm going to paint it, or what I'm going to do with it. Anytime I drive this truck, I've got somebody stopping me wanting to know about it. And about a third of them ask me, when are you going to paint it? And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm ever going to paint it. I get so much attention with it, not painted. And I can drive this thing, I can lean on it, kids can play around it, basketballs bounce off of it. You know, I can really enjoy it because it's not just a show truck. I don't have and another thing too is I've got this truck was originally yellow. It's got the factory yellow paint on it. It's got our 90s paint job under it, and then I've got my primer on it. It would take me an act of Congress to get this thing. Actually, not an act of Congress because they don't really do much anymore, but it would take me an act of God to get this thing down to metal. Because I would sandblast it and take it back down to metal, and that would take a lot of doing. And I'm not sure that I would like it anymore if it were painted than I do like it is now. I want to tell you, I did do a kind of flood application. I put this, it's actually, it's oil that you put in, it's a material that you put in oil-based paint that thins it out and keeps it from leaving streaks when you're putting it on the brush. It's called Flood. I actually have a video I'll post in my shorts of me doing this truck in it. It used to be a lighter gray, and then I put that stuff on and it brought the black back out again. It's kind of like Vice Grip Garage. It's like it's shine juice type stuff that everybody does. It's kind of the same thing. It's been on there for 6 or 8 months now, and it still looks good and it's still holding up. But if I were to paint this truck, if I was going to paint it, I would probably do that factory blue and white two-tone. Probably do the white stripe down the center, maybe in the white top, and then the rest of it that lighter medium, light medium blue kind of color. I don't remember what it's called, but that's probably what I would do with it. And I'm gonna tell you, I love it. I love it looking gangster. I mean, I get thumbs up, and people are taking pictures of this thing all the time. So I think they like it. They're either taking pictures because they love it, or they just think it's the ugliest thing they've ever seen. So who knows? But a lot of people stop and ask me about it because they don't know what it is, because you just don't see a lot of these driving around. And but yeah, hey, I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna get back on Lincoln tomorrow. Just wanted to show you another ride. I've got 2 or 3 more that I'll post up here in the next month or two, kind of show you what else I got laying around here around the shop. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, if you liked it, if you like the old truck, you know, we're probably gonna do some work on it later on probably in the fall. I've got to try to put a 1-piece drive shaft under it because it's still got the 2-piece drive shaft under it. But hey, if you like the old truck and you like the content, hit that subscribe button so you can see when I have new videos come out. I appreciate y'all watching again, guys, and hope you have a great night. Thanks.